In this lesson, we'll cover the coordination review message. So you may be asking yourself, well, what is the coordination review message? What it has to do with is when you link two Revit files together, it notifies you if something changes that's being monitored from Revit file to Revit file. For example, in a previous lesson, we learned how to actually link an architect's Revit file or their project to our current Revit file or Revit project. And then we set up various elements to monitor from project to project, such as levels, grids, and mechanical equipment. The coordination review message would actually tell me if something changed. For example, if the architect changed a level height in their project, this message would notify me that there's a mismatch in levels now between my level in my MEP project and the level in the architect's project. And that's what we're going to see for this lesson. So I'm just about to open the actual file for this lesson. I'm going to go to Open, browse to where you actually stored your projects, and go ahead and select the project for this lesson, 506, and click Open. Now, what I've already done in the background is I've actually gone into the actual architect's sample project for this one, and I've modified two levels, the second floor level and the roof level, and I've changed them by 1 foot. So they differ now from what is linked in my MEP project, and that's what I'm starting to see. Initially upon opening, it's telling me that this linked architect's file has something different in it. And if I expand the message, it's telling me here underneath warning 1 that the link in question is the architect model. So to see this, we're going to bring up the coordination review window to actually see these messages. Right now, go ahead and click OK, and it'll continue to go ahead and open up this Revit MEP project. Now, you should open up to the east elevation in mechanical. If not, just scroll down under elevations for mechanical and double-click east. Once you're in this elevation view, scroll to the right and zoom in, and you'll notice right away that the second floor and the roof levels are mismatched. Floor 1 is still aligned. My floor that I have set in my project is set to 12 feet. The floor in the architect's project is changed to 13. Likewise for the roof. They have changed their roof from what I have at 24, and theirs is now 23. So I visually can see this, but where does it show up now in this coordination review message window? Well, to see that, let's go to the Collaborate tab on the ribbon. Click Collaborate, and then the message is the coordination review dropdown on the right. Click Coordination Review, and then choose Select Link. And then just mouse over one of the actual level marks from the architect's project. A blue rectangle will appear, signifying it's the actual Revit linked file. Go ahead and click it. Once you do, the Coordination Review message window now appears. And we can see here what the actual unresolved messages are. Currently, there's 2 levels, and each one has been moved by 1 foot. If you click the plus to the left of each one, it'll define what actually is moved. So I can see here the architect's level named roof is a mismatch with my level named roof. Same thing with the one below it. The architect's level second floor is a mismatch with my second floor. And you have 2 things now to make adjustments to. On the right, under Action, you see Postpone. But if you click on Postpone, you have a drop-down. And the drop-down gives you various options of how you want to handle this. If you say Reject, that means, well, you reject whatever they did and you keep your dimension for your roof level and they keep theirs. And you continue to work independently, if you will, at that point. If you say Accept Difference, that means, well, I'm going to accept the difference, but we're still going to keep the link. Or I could say Move my level roof to match the architect's. And I'm going to do that in this example here. Move level roof. Now let's look at the other drop-down. Click Postpone, click the drop-down, and again, you have the same options: Reject, Accept Difference, and Move Level. This one here, I'm going to choose Reject. You also can click Add Comment on the right if you want to add a comment for documentation. The Elements button in the lower right simply expands what we did manually. And then you have showing postponed and rejected elements in the actual window. At the top, group by, you can just choose how you want to group the elements you're looking at. And then in the lower left, you could generate a report from this. This is generally a task that would be assigned to whoever is in charge of reviewing changes or modifications between departments or between firms that are sharing these linked files. Last step is to click OK. This will actually do two things. One is it's going to move our roof level to match the roof level of the architect's file. And two, it's going to reject the second floor movement, meaning I keep mine and they keep theirs. Now, to see this information again, you could go back to the coordination review, select link, choose the link, and the only one that I currently still see is the one we rejected, the second floor, because it says do nothing. If you click do nothing, you could again come in here and do nothing, postpone it again, or I could accept the difference or move the level to the second floor. We'll just leave it set at do nothing and click OK. So what we learned in this lesson was what the coordination review message is. Again, it's a tool to allow you to see what's been modified or changed that's being monitored from Revit project that's linked to another Revit project. And in our example, we had an architect file linked to our MEP project. The architect's Revit project had a level change, and when we opened our MEP project, we were able to see that level change. And then we went to the actual coordination review message where it allowed us to either postpone it, accept it, reject it, or align our levels together.